Happy morning, everyone. And after a long discussion about power system analysis in my lecture series, now we have started a lecture series in the topic transmission and distribution. So, in transmission and distribution, we mainly deal with the how transmission has been done, how that particular how generation has been done, how that particular generation is transmitted, that transmitted power is distributed. So now in this lecture series, we are going to discuss about the mechanical design of transmission lines and grounding. So in this mechanical design, so if we tell, we are going to discuss about the mechanical design. So what are all the things that we have to consider? So in this particular video, we are going to discuss about the introduction, properties of conductor, types of conductors and merits of conductors. So conductor plays a major role in transmission. So through conductor only we are going to transmit electrical power. So the main thing is what type of conductor which we are going to use, and what are all the properties of the conductor and what are all the merits of that conductor. So we have many types of conductors which we have already learned in 12th standard. So coming to the introduction part, so before going into a mechanical design, a proper mechanical design is one of the essentials in providing good service to the customers. So mechanical design is a one which serves a good service to the customer. A large majority of service interruptions can be traced to physical failures on the distribution system. Yes, so customers are we people using electricity which is transmitted from a very long distance from the generating station. So that particular generated power should be properly communicated, should be properly supplied to the customer in order to use a valuable power. Broken wires, broken poles, damaged insulations, damaged equipments are of course many of these service interruptions are more or less unavoidable. So what are all the problems that will be there in a conductor is sometimes may be broken, sometimes the poles may be broken, sometimes the insulation may be damaged. Insulation is we will be having a coating above the conductor, so that may be damaged, and some equipments may be damaged. So these are all the some common service interruption issues which are more or less unavoidable. So we cannot tell that it is 100% it can be recovered. So it cannot be avoided. It may happen, but their number can be reduced. So the problem may happen, but the number of times the problem happens can be reduced by constructing various parts which can withstand the reasonable safety factors. So for a small minor issue, it may rectify by itself. So for a larger issue alone, it takes more time. So that is one type of improvement that we are doing, and the number of issues can be reduced. So with reasonable safety factors, not only in normal condition but also in abnormal conditions. So it should be rectified by its own, both in normal and abnormal conditions. So this is the basic introduction why we have to give importance for a mechanical design. So first one is we have to serve the customer, and another one is some issues like insulation failures, broken poles, broken wires and damaged equipments. It is not avoidable, but it may be less in number. The overhead lines must have a proper strength to withstand the stress imposed on its components parts by line itself. So the stress created by its own should be properly maintained. It should withstand. So these includes stresses set up by the tension in conductors. The tension in conductors should be adjusted so that it will be within the permissible load of the material. So this is the basic introduction before we go into the main part. So this is a picture which shows the insulators, where the insulator will be and where the earth wire will be connected, and contact wires and arms, and this is the pole which we have connected. So this is the setup of a transmission line. And coming to overhead line, it comprises mainly of conductors will be there. So in order to have a conductor, we should have a support structure. And in order to avoid accidents, we should be having insulators and pole fittings and cross arms in order to fix the insulators, and shield wires which provides grounding and communication services for the overhead transmission lines. So with this conductors, support structure, insulators and pole fittings, cross arms and shield wires, these are all the very important parts of a overhead line. So what is the purpose of a conductor is which carries electrical power from the sending end station to the receiving end station. So support structure is which may be poles or towers and keep the conductors at a suitable level above the ground. Next one is insulators and pole fittings, so which are attached to supports and insulate the conductors from the ground. And next one is cross arms which provide supports to insulators. Next one is shield wires which provides grounding and communication services for the overhead transmission lines. So this is the basic introduction, very important components that are used in the transmission line. So we will continue in the next video about the mechanical design. Thank you.